The moment a hot beverage hits the smooth, clean-looking inner lining of a disposable paper cup, a silent, microscopic storm is unleashed directly into your drink. Within just 15 minutes of contact, tens of thousands of submicroscopic plastic particles detach from the waterproof barrier and float directly into the liquid you are about to swallow. Your body, an ancient biological masterpiece refined over millions of years, suddenly finds itself hosting a physical invasion of completely synthetic polymers. This is not just a story about environmental waste or ocean pollution. This is an exploration of what happens at a cellular level when your specialized digestive enzymes encounter an indestructible man-made invader they have absolutely no evolutionary blueprint to break down. Today, we are peeling back the protective layers of your digestive tract to observe the precise moment your cells meet these synthetic intruders. We will decode the exact cellular machinery that coordinates your body's deep security systems and discover how your immune cells try to manage substances that do not exist anywhere in the natural world, transforming how you view your daily routines and your resilient body. Let us trace the path of a single sip of your morning beverage as it travels down your esophagus and enters the stomach. Under normal circumstances, your digestive system is a highly coordinated chemical processing plant operating with exquisite precision. It relies on specialized enzymes, which are specialized proteins designed to catalyze chemical reactions, breaking down complex foods into absorbable nutrients. These enzymes operate on a highly specific lock and key mechanism, where the shape of the enzyme must perfectly match the shape of the molecule it is trying to break down. Amylase targets starches in your saliva, lipase disassembles fats in your small intestine, and pepsin and proteases cleave proteins into simple, life-giving amino acids. Each enzyme possesses an active pocket shaped precisely to bind to a corresponding natural chemical bond. But when you consume warm liquids from a lined paper cup, you are also swallowing a deluge of polyethylene microplastics. In a landmark study led by Dr. Sudha Goel in the year 2021 at the Indian Institute of Technology, researchers discovered that hot water exposed to the plastic lining of paper cups for just 15 minutes releases approximately 25,000 microplastic particles along with toxic heavy metal ions into the liquid. When these microscopic plastic fragments arrive in your small intestine, your digestive enzymes rush to perform their natural duties. They swarm around the foreign particles, ready to break them down. But as they attempt to bind, they find a completely smooth, inert, and alien surface. There are no biological locks for these chemical keys to turn. Imagine trying to unlock a heavy vault door with a key made of soft butter, or trying to fit a round wooden peg into a non-existent hole. The enzymes bounce off the synthetic polymers, completely unable to initiate chemical breakdown. This leaves the plastic particles entirely intact, floating through your digestive tract as physical anomalies that your digestive system cannot digest, assimilate, or easily recognize. Nothing fits. Because these particles cannot be broken down chemically, they do not simply pass through like dietary fiber. Instead, their physical presence triggers a completely different biological pathway, shifting the burden from your digestive system directly onto your cellular security force. When these synthetic particles reach the delicate lining of your intestines, they come into contact with the epithelial barrier, a single layer of cells responsible for absorbing nutrients while keeping harmful pathogens out. Small microplastics and even smaller nanoplastics can actually slip through the microscopic gaps between these epithelial cells or be actively transported across the barrier by specialized cells called microfold cells. Once they cross this border, they enter the lamina propria, a rich connective tissue packed with immune cells. Suddenly, your immune system is forced to treat these inert plastic fragments as active foreign invaders. Specialized white blood cells called macrophages, which act as the vacuum cleaners of your tissues, detect the plastic particles. Under normal conditions, a macrophage engulfs a bacterium or a dead cell through a process called phagocytosis, pulling it inside a specialized pocket filled with powerful acids and destructive enzymes to dissolve it. But when a macrophage engulfs a piece of polyethylene or polystyrene, the story changes completely. Dr. Heather Leslie, in the year 2022 at Vrije Universiteit Amsterdam, shocked the scientific community by revealing that microplastics can actually cross into the human bloodstream, being detected in the blood of nearly 80% of the individuals tested. This means these particles are not just passing through your gut, they are circulating throughout your entire biological network. Inside your tissues, when a macrophage swallows a synthetic plastic particle, it releases its chemical arsenal. Yet the plastic remains completely unaffected by the acid. The macrophage cannot digest it. Trapped in a state of perpetual frustration, the immune cell becomes highly stressed. It begins secreting chemical distress signals called cytokines, calling for reinforcement. This creates a localized, low-grade inflammatory response as more immune cells arrive at the scene, only to find an indestructible, non-biological target. Have you ever wondered what your immune system is fighting right now while you read or rest? We often think of plastic as an inert, harmless container, but inside your body, these tiny fragments act as molecular Trojan horses, absorbing environmental toxins, pesticide residues, and heavy metals from the water before delivering them directly into your deepest tissues. This constant state of cellular alertness drains energy that your body could otherwise use for healing, tissue repair, and maintaining metabolic balance. Over time, this subtle cellular friction can alter the integrity of your gut barrier, leading to a condition of heightened sensitivity. Now that we have decoded this hidden cellular struggle, we are not left helpless. Your body possesses incredible, adaptive recovery mechanisms, and by making highly intentional shifts, you can immediately reduce the synthetic pressure on your immune system. First, we must look at the container itself. The absolute most effective action you can take is to transition entirely to chemically inert drinking vessels, specifically those made of high-grade borosilicate glass, ceramic, or food-grade stainless steel. When you make this single change, you instantly eliminate the heat-activated degradation of polymers that leads to microplastic shedding. Within just 48 hours of removing these synthetic inputs, the concentration of foreign particles entering your digestive tract drops dramatically, allowing your macrophages to successfully clear out existing cellular debris and return to a state of calm surveillance. Second, we can actively strengthen the body's natural physical shield against these particles. Your intestinal tract is lined with a thick, protective layer of mucus produced by specialized cells called goblet cells. This mucus barrier acts as a physical filter, trapping foreign particles and carrying them safely out of the body before they can ever make contact with your epithelial cells. You can support this biological slip and slide by increasing your intake of soluble dietary fibers and polyphenol-rich foods. Foods like flax seeds, chia seeds, and berries contain compounds that nourish your gut microbiome and stimulate the production of high-quality mucin. This creates a robust, slippery highway that prevents accidental synthetic particles from ever sticking to your internal tissues. Third, we must understand the thermodynamic relationship between heat and plastic. If you ever find yourself in a situation where you must use a lined paper cup, always apply the cooling rule. Never pour boiling or extremely hot liquids into these containers. Heat is the primary catalyst that weakens the physical bonds of the plastic lining, causing it to swell and shed particles at a rate that is up to 10 times higher than at room temperature. By simply allowing your tea or coffee to cool to a lukewarm temperature in a separate container before pouring it into a lined cup, you dramatically reduce the kinetic energy available to break those polymer chains, keeping the plastic bound to the paper rather than dispersing into your beverage. Just one minor adjustment in temperature can preserve the integrity of your cellular environment for days. When you look at your body now, you might begin to realize that it is not just a passive consumer of the modern world. Your body is a highly intelligent, ancient ecosystem that is constantly communicating with its environment. Every cell, every enzyme, and every macrophage is working tirelessly to maintain a delicate state of internal harmony, operating on instructions written in your DNA over millions of years of natural evolution. You are not fragile. Your body is incredibly resilient, carrying out billions of complex chemical reactions every second to protect you from the synthetic anomalies of the modern landscape. Understanding this biological reality shifts how you view your daily choices. You are no longer just avoiding a plastic cup because of a health trend. You are actively choosing to partner with your cells, honoring their ancient design, and giving them the clean, natural environment they need to thrive. Armed with this deep understanding of your cellular defenses, you can walk through the modern world with an entirely new level of awareness and empowerment. By protecting your enzymes and supporting your immune cells, you allow your brilliant biology to function exactly as nature intended. There are so many more hidden biological conversations happening inside you every single second, waiting to be decoded. Join us as we continue to reveal the astonishing science of what is happening under your skin and how your body interacts with the unseen elements of the modern world.